Fleet Managers, I would like to welcome all of you to this conference. In addition to being a BRLM, as a happy and loyal customer, it is indeed my pleasure to introduce you to Swiggy, India's most valuable brand among consumer technology and services platforms, and amongst the top 25 most valuable brands in India. I'm sure there are several happy users in the audience who can easily relate to it being a convenience-first platform that fulfills use cases across food delivery, quick commerce, dining out, and more. Let me now introduce the company representatives on the dais. Harsha Majeti is the founder of the company, and he's currently the managing director and group CEO. Mr. Rahul Bothra is the group CFO of the company, and Abhishek Agarwal is the head of investor relationships. Coming to the details of the issue, the IPO consists of a fresh issue of 4,499 crores and an offer for sale of 175 million odd shares. The price band is 371 to 390, and the issue will open on the 6th of November and end on the 8th, with the anchor being on the 5th. With this, I would request Harsha to walk us through a presentation of the company and share his thoughts. Thank you.
Can we have the AV please first?
इसके ऊपर अगर गुजराती मांगेंगे तो मैं बस फाफड़ा खांडवी ये तो आता है मुझे खाना. But thank you so much for coming to listen to the Swiggy story today. I know आज तो दिवाली event भी है, तो happy Diwali to everyone listening in. It really means a lot for us that you've taken time out to come listen to the story. Over the next 15-20 minutes, me and Rahul, our CFO, will run you through the company presentation, give you a little bit of history, background, our plans for the future, etc. So even before we go into any of the slides, first मैं Swiggy का founding story 2 minute मैं बताना चाहूँगा. We turned 10 only 2-3 months back. तो August 2014 में company स्थापित हुआ. 3-member co-founding team, me, Nandan, my co-founder, जो अभी भी है हमारे साथ innovation team में है. So 3 of us originally, and we know each other from college, friends for 20 years. तो जब हमने start किया, we started with the idea of a different courier aggregation platform करके. तब courier companies बहुत सारे थे, but e-com में जो बेच रहे थे उनको एक one-stop solution नहीं था. तो हमें लगा कि interesting problem है और उसके अंदर गए हम. But 9 महीने के बाद हमें लगा कि ये इतना शायद अच्छा मार्केट नहीं है, बट लॉजिस्टिक्स में हम ऑलरेडी इंटरेस्टेड हो गए थे, तो हमने सोचा कि इसमें क्या कुछ अनोखा बनाए. तो एट दैट टाइम 2014 में उबर, ओला एक्सेट्रा वर द बिग स्टोरी इन टाउन. तो ऑन डिमांड मोबिलिटी वाज द न्यू मैजिक, बट उस वक्त ऑन डिमांड डिलीवरी करके कोई चीज़ ही नहीं थी. बट सडनली देयर वाज मैजिक कि आप यू कैन पुश अ बटन ऑन योर फोन एंड सडनली कार्स आर मूविंग ऑन द रोड क्लोजर टू यू. वो देख के हमें लगा कि अगर ये हो रहा है तो क्यों ना हम एक बटन दबाए और थिंग्स मूव इनसाइड द सिटी सुपर फास्ट. जब ये बिल्कुल ऑब्वियस नहीं था कि ऐसा करना है या कर भी सकते हैं, ये महंगी होगी सस्ती होगी कुछ नहीं पता. हम बस फाउंडर्स थे, हमने सोचा कि यार ऐसा तो होना चाहिए. एंड बिकॉज वी वर लिविंग द बैचलर लाइफ एट द टाइम, तो हमें फूड डिलीवरी दिख गया बहुत बड़ा सा कि यार ये तो बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. मे बी वील ट्राई सॉल्विंग इस मार्केट को, इसके बाद देखते हैं क्या करेंगे. तो हमने नाम भी जब स्टार्ट किया था शॉर्ट एंड कैची रखा था कि अभी पता नहीं, लाइक वी वोंट बी वेदर वी आर गोइंग टू बी लाइक अ फूड ओनली कंपनी और अ डिलीवरी ओनली कंपनी. ब्रॉड और ओपन रखते हैं, उसके बाद देखा जाए. एंड आई थिंक ये हम जब आए थे ऑलरेडी 10-15 लोग थे फूड डिलीवरी मार्केट में 2014 में. आज हमारा सबसे बड़ा कॉम्पिटिटर भी जो है जोमेटो, वो ऑलरेडी 6-7 साल से ऑलरेडी थे. कुछ अलग बिजनेस में थे जहाँ लिस्टिंग्स और रिव्यूज वगैरह कर रहे थे. अगर आप बोले तो हमको आज इस वक्त रहने के कोई चांस ही नहीं था. बट हमारा ओपनिंग था कि हमने डिफरेंट रूट लिया मार्केट को ओपन करने के लिए कि फूड डिलीवरी मार्केट को अगर बड़ा बनाना है तो कस्टमर को सर्विस देना पड़ेगा जो उनके लायक है. तो उसके लिए खुद ही डिलीवर करना पड़ेगा आपको. That was the big move that we took that gave us the opening on that day. बाकी सब ने नहीं माना और हमने बस ये सोचा कि ऐसा ही होगा मार्केट. तो 3 साल बाद, वो अगले 3 साल में जो हमको सक्सेस मिला, एक्सपेंशन मिला, उसके बाद we took a step back. कोर टीम, मैनेजमेंट टीम, फाउंडिंग टीम, सबकी अभी कंपनी का ओवरऑल मिशन स्टेटमेंट क्या है, व्हाई डू वी एग्जिस्ट, व्हाट इज आवर रीजन फॉर एग्जिस्टेंस, वो है. And then we came up with the mission statement, which is true to this day. Swiggy exists to elevate quality of life for urban consumers through unparalleled convenience. If you look at even India in the last 10 years, living in the Indian cities has only gotten more income.
100 crores more during the IPO. One of the large usage of our proceeds is going to be the dark store expansion. So as we have seen, the quick commerce business is expanding very rapidly across both number of stores as well as number of cities that we are operating. So we are earmarking close to 1,200 crores for expansion of our dark store network. There is also investment we are doing in advertising and marketing, where we believe that the quick commerce business will need because it's early stage of consumer penetration. So we are earmarking a significant amounts of money for also advertising, but this is over the years, right? So this is not a 1 year outlay. So over the years, we do expect to continue, spending on advertising and marketing. And the third area will be our cloud and technology costs, where we, do not have our own servers, but we use the third-party outsourced, storage services.
Are there any players in other countries like Zomato and Swiggy?
Yeah. In food delivery, there are many players globally who operate on the same model: DoorDash, Deliveroo, Uber Eats. Every country has at least 2 players in the category. Quick commerce does not exist in other parts of the world. As we know it, 10-minute delivery hasn't worked in other parts of the world.
So, any plans to enter neighboring countries?
At this point, no. I mean, if I look at the presentations and say 30 to 50 billion market, 10 to 20 billion market, so we're very excited about really seizing growth in the local market. जहाँ इतना बड़ा opportunity है. Unless that slows down in some medium term, we won't be looking at international.
How much volume growth do you need exactly to break even and start becoming profitable?
I think it's a business by business question. In food delivery, we are already profitable, as we mentioned, and we will keep getting more and more profitable. That's our expectation for the next few years. So I think the business should not be seen as one monolith where the business is volumes, but it's a combination of multiple businesses.
Yeah. So see, food delivery, as you saw, we are already profitable, and we have been over the last few quarters. In quick commerce business, there is a certain scale of expansion that we are doing. So if you see, say some of the older stores that we have launched, they have already become profitable. So once a store say hits 900 orders a day, it breaks even, and beyond that, it starts generating cash. So because of there's a certain vintage of our stores, with some stores which have opened in the last say 1 to 12 months, and then there are stores which have matured. Also, what happens is when a store hits 2,000 to 2,500 orders a day, we open another store nearby. Right? So for example, agar ek store last mile of customer is 2 kilometers and it gets to 2,000 orders a day, then we open another store close by. So if customers get speedier deliveries because the last mile reduces from 2 kilometers to maybe 1.5 kilometers. तो जो चीजें आपको 12 मिनट में पहले आ रही थी वो अभी 9 मिनट में आनी शुरू हो जाएगी. लेकिन over a period of 9 months to 12 months, both these stores will be losing money because they will be suboptimal on volume. And once both the stores start hitting 1,000 orders a day, they start making money. So for us, it's really the question of how much growth we are seeing and how much expansion we will continue to do. And it's a calibration of the old stores starting to make money and the new stores being in an investment phase for that 9 to 15 month period.
Also, there's an improvement on the average order values, which will continue to aid this process because there's of course an increase in the volumes that is going to help. But increasingly, जैसा हमने देखा होगा, हम लोग नई नई चीजें भी खरीदने लगे on these platforms. It's not originally that सिर्फ indulgence categories होती थी या impulse distress जो मजबूरी में last moment चीजें चाहिए होती थी, वो खरीदा करते थे इस प्लेटफॉर्म से. आज क्या होता है कि consumer basket, whatever they are wanting on a daily consumer basket, that is getting more and more reflected in what is available on these platforms. An example is that 3 महीना 4 महीना पहले हम लोग देख रहे थे that the biggest thing that is being searched for, the newest thing that is being searched on our platforms was bed sheets. अब हम ये जानना, I'm still figuring out, we are still trying to figure out from consumer research कि 10 मिनट पे बेड शीट्स किसी को क्यों चाहिए, लेकिन लोग मांगते हैं और जो वो मांगते हैं हम उनको दे रहे हैं. So in the process of that, as more and more things get bought on the platform, हमारा लास्ट माइल कॉस्ट तो वही है, डिलीवरी वही होती है, वो लास्ट माइल कॉस्ट भी कम हो जाता है क्योंकि हम जैसे कंज्यूमर के पास पहुंचते जाते हैं हमारी वो कॉस्ट भी कम हो जाती है. सो दैट इन अकम्पनीमेंट विद इंक्रीज्ड ऑर्डर्स एंड दिस इंक्रीज्ड ऑर्डर एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू, ये हमारी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी ड्राइव करेगा.
Sir, so there's a regulatory reason for this. So the question is why is VK only 10% and HNIs are 15%? Because if you do not have a track record of profitability for 3 years, then जो हमारे SEBI के rules mandate that retail investors quota should only be 10%. So that is the regulatory reason why retail investor portion is 10%.
It is a loss-making company since long. How much the cumulative loss, and when the company will out of books?
So sir, specific guidance अभी हम we are restricted from giving specific guidance कि कब will get out. But during our earnings call जो results के बाद या listing के बाद जो हमारा पहला results call होगा तो उसमें we can share more specific guidance. But as you have seen, food delivery business already profitable हो चुका है and is generating money. Quick commerce business, as you saw, is in the declining trend on the losses. So we should give more specific guidance during our first earnings call.
So just to add, हमारा बिजनेस प्लेटफॉर्म बिजनेस है. प्लेटफॉर्म बिजनेस में कॉस्ट बेस्ड जो होता है वो एक बार अगर फिक्स हो जाता है उसके बाद जो भी ग्रोथ आती है उसके ऊपर जो ग्रोथ आती है वो पूरी की पूरी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी की तरफ जाती है. दैट इज व्हाई इन प्लेटफॉर्म बिजनेसेस, जैसे आपने हमारे पीयर्स के केस में या और केसेस में भी देखा होगा, जब ऑर्डर ग्रोथ, जब एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू ग्रोथ जैसा मैं बोल रहा था क्विक कॉमर्स बिजनेस में वो आती है तो हर नया ऑर्डर उसके साथ नई कॉस्ट नहीं आती, इसलिए प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी बहुत जल्दी आती है आफ्टर अ सर्टेन पॉइंट, which is what we've seen in the food business and which is what we'll continue to see in the quick commerce business even more so. And that is where we believe that quick food delivery में तो हमारा मुनाफा पहले से ही आ चुका है, quick commerce में we will also get there.
So some of the investors like